All right. So today we went there last time, and then we went all around back there. But today we're going that way. So get excited. Since you know nothing about that direction, you should be super excited because I actually don't know either. I know a little. I've been there once. Let's get down to it. Again, we start at the to the left of the river, and to the right is the lake, but it's just a dammed up river. Anyways, it's Lake Basaquillo, Puebla, Mexico, and the Atoyac River, which feeds the lake, and we're on the dam currently. So, I mean, not rocket science, you guys get it. Manuel ADV, I don't know how to say it, Camacho. Sure, we'll go with Manuel. Manuel Camacho. Fucking lots of words that I don't feel like saying. So I'm not actually sure if today's ride is going to be super long, or if it's going to be on pavement, or if it's going to be on dirt, rocks. I have no idea. I kind of picked a random area and was like, our random little town in the middle of the mountains, and was like, let's go there. Told my GPS to go, and we went. So while we're going, our start point's the same as last time, which is a little further away from my house. It's not exactly on, it's a little ways out from the city. But yeah, our ending, or go-to point, I guess, is going to be completely different. And we should be going up in altitude a lot more than we did yesterday as well. So that's pretty nice. Like, drain the power out of an already anemic bike. Not that the bike itself is slow, but just at the fact that we're really high in altitude where I live. It's a noticeable thing, the altitude. I wonder if the wind noise is really horrible for you guys because I'm going so much faster than I do on dirt. Hey, bitch! Come on, get the fuck out of my way. I would stop to help them, but I can't. I don't have any tools for changing out a tire. And there's three dudes. They should know how to fix a freaking tire. A lot of times they don't have a spare. Just like every other person in the world, they use a spare and then they never replace it. But who am I to talk? I don't have a spare tube, so. Alright, this road is definitely different than yesterday. Or not yesterday. It's been a couple of days since I went on my last ride. I needed a rest. After that last endeavor of mine, I needed to take a break. My elbow hurt. My body hurt. Everything hurt. Alright, so my GPS is telling me to go straight there, and I'm just not going to listen to it because that takes me way out of the way. And I think this is the way to go if you don't want to, get screwed over by your GPS. Yeah. Yep, been here, done that. So we're still on a road that I know. Now, I don't know it well. Don't get going thinking that I'm like an expert on these roads. Should have went over there. I have to look down at the GPS a lot because I'm trying to get an idea of what's coming up next as far as road corners and stuff like that. Like, obviously I'm not going to get conditions, but you can tell me if I'm going to have a sharp corner or not. I could just slow down, I guess. Do what everybody else is doing. Look at that beautiful thing over there. Oh my God, I got to go there. See that off in the distance? It's a huge volcano, that one. It's only 2-3 hours away. Gotta check that shit out one of these days. Gotta watch out for speed bumps here in this country. Not just out here in this area, but oh, El Solito. As a solo dog, I have some of those. as a fat one. Mine are very skinny. I can't put weight on them for the life of me. I've tried so hard to get them to fatten up. They just won't. They're so hyper, so much energy. That's a really bad top A. Oh, cute little thing. That's a baby. That's a baby. Hopefully that's the last one. They usually put speed bumps in little towns to slow people down, because unlike the U.S., where people are terrified of the police because they will literally make their lives hell, they don't do that here. The police are just helpful people. You'll hear about corruption and all this, but it's just a different way of life. They're not trying to make things worse. It's just different. If you understood how hard it was to pay a speeding ticket here, you'd understand why people are so willing to pay a bribe. Not that I'm for or against it. I really could care less. It's not my culture. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to experience. And I don't recommend judging anybody else's culture until you've experienced it. I'm going slow. I know I'm not trying to impress anybody with my epic skills. But I see it, the landscape will impress you or you won't be here. Yeah, so I'm basically just trying to document my travels and stuff so that friends and family who may not ever get a chance to come in and visit Mexico or anything like that, and they can see it, or they can, if they want it, thinking about visiting and they don't know if they want to or not, they can see what it's like in central Mexico. Because I'm not on the coast. Everybody knows Mexico for its beaches, but I don't really care for the beaches all that much. I like the mountains and the hills. So that's where I live. I live in Puebla, which is not anywhere near a beach, smack dab in the middle of the country. And if you didn't know that mountains were in Mexico, you should probably look at a map. Sorry, it just bothers me when people are like, "Oh, do you live on the beach?" No, I don't live on the freaking beach. It's like just assuming that if you live in the United States, you live on the beach, because there's a beach on either side of it. It's literally the same thing. Or Canada. I mean, it's really just crazy. Mexico's a huge place. I really hope the wind noise isn't too horrible. I'll stop mentioning it just in case it's fine, because that'll be annoying if I just keep rambling on about something that doesn't exist. Anyways, I'll shut up for a while and let the music play or whatever. Just enjoy the ride. Interesting fact about this area, actually you may have seen the sign back there. This is like a route of artisanal tequila mezcal makers. They wouldn't say tequila, but there's a route of mezcal. So it's like you'll see a lot of agave plants, a lot, because that's what they're farming. They're farming agave for tequila. These higher altitudes are where you're going to find the good different types of agave plants. I feel like I have that wrong. Yeah, agave. It's agave, yeah. Anyways, you'll find like different kinds, different ages, different sizes, at different altitudes. So up here, they have a pretty diverse group of agave that they're able to grow. They've got the ones that grow fast, the slow growing ones, and depending on the plant and the process that they use, it'll change the price of the mezcal. And it's pretty good stuff, obviously, because it's grown and made this way. But it's pretty cool to be here and hang out with these bulls. So yeah, he's a happy camper. He's just rolled in something. His back was all full of burrs. Must have been having fun scrubbing a butt or something. Cows are so stupid. I don't know why cows are so dumb, but they're hilarious. So yeah, we're in some interesting farmland. A lot of people wouldn't think of this as a fertile area because of the mountains and hard. It seems like it'd be hard to find flat land, but you don't need flat land. You need the right plants, right process that plant. I love small towns here. First place I lived when I moved to Mexico was a small town about this size, I would say. Similar view. Right in the valley. It was really pretty. You can actually look at that video. It's called My First Ride in Teo. I had a different bike at the time. It was just kind of a chill ride. I was still a little bit nervous about venturing out back then because I didn't have GPS or anything like that. So yeah, I didn't really get to explore too much of that area. Well, I didn't get to record me exploring too much of that area. How's that? Because I definitely explored it. And there's the agave right there. So now you've seen it. Now you know it's real. The little baby agaves. Little babies, big babies over here. They're obviously very important to these people because these crops are some of the most well-kept crops that I've seen. They water them every day. They cultivate the small plants. These are like prized possessions, these plants. They're not just plants to them. That's how they make their living. It's kind of similar to a cattle rancher. They're obsessed with the genetics. They're obsessed with the health and everything. They don't just grow the plants. They know exactly what type of plants they are. They know how long they take to harvest. They rotate the crops depending on what they need to distill and how long it's going to take. And then, of course, they have different types at different altitudes, like I discussed earlier. So they have that in the rotation as well. It's really cool. And they don't do it with tractors and big farm equipment. It's just they don't have that. And I don't even know if they could, considering how mountainous it is here. They'd have to have relatively small equipment, like they do in Japan. And I just don't see them here really doing that. It's a family-run thing, and if it's not, people are not expensive to hire here. So why not just hire them? These are very serious corners on a very tall bike. So today I was expecting to honestly be on some dirt roads going through the mountains, but now this is a very well-maintained road. I mean, once we got onto the Routa De Mezcal, like it's been like no potholes, just pleasant, smooth sailing. If anything, this road's a little too smooth. Typically, I'll be, I don't know, not slipping around so much. My back tire's really not doing so well. It's just crazy. This is a beautiful, beautiful ride. So, a lot more mellow than my last one. Thank goodness. I don't know if my body could take it. Although I'm really tempted to just find a route to go home that's completely off the concrete. But that would be, I don't know if it'd be difficult. I don't really know this area that well, so I can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to take this route home. You know, I have to find one. The possibility of getting lost out here is pretty serious. And then, because I mean, this road looks nice, but it's not. We're in a really remote area, next to a really populated area. But yeah, so I don't know. I just am a little cautious of that. This is my spot, says the dog. This is a nice little entrance to a town. Wow, there's like nobody here. I don't know if there really is nobody or if it just seems like, okay, there's people. Oh, cute little bug. Alright, there we go. I knew there'd be some dirt. There had to be, right? It can't be a Mexico motovlog without hitting some dirt. Oh my goodness. Still haven't fixed those rear brakes, and my front brakes are so squeaky. I don't know what's up with that. Probably just the pads. Probably need to get new pads. They're not worn down to the point of not working, or of it. I mean, I just had to look at them because this was annoying me, and they look fine. But I might replace them just as a precaution, just to shut them up too. Like, it's really freaking annoying. But that's kind of a waste of money. I don't like replacing things unless I absolutely have to. Or, I mean, if it needs it. Like, I have the part for the rear brake coming in. I'm not being cheap and stingy on that. It's just, because, you know, it's coming in. My wife and I, we ordered it today, so. But you don't, like, need the rear brake, so to speak. So it only generates, like, 25% of the braking power anyways, but it is nice for going downhill to have the rear. It's crazy. Some people could ride up that right there. Not me today. Maybe in the future, maybe with a lot of practice, but right now, nah, son. I'm happy just to live my best life, one slow downhill at a time. Turn the bike off. Might as well. Now, from what I gather, I'm going down this road here to I'm going to use the engine as a brake because the engine's off right now, and I put it in first gear. So if I use the clutch, it'll kind of like engage the engine and act like a rear brake. But because the engine's not moving, it actually is functional. If the engine were on, it would just be like speeding me up. Because I'm only going like 10 kilometers an hour, which for all of you who don't know nothing, that's like 5, 3. I don't fucking know. I don't know nothing either. Do you think I am smart? So this was, or is, but not anymore. It's like a water thing, like a natural water park. It was a waterfall, but they converted it to a pool and stuff. Alright, let's see what we got here. We can't go in because of COVID, but I'm going to respect that. Let's have a little walk around, shall we? Man, these things are cool. Look at those big ass elephant ears. Big leaks. My fish would love those things. Alright, so I'm ignoring the GPS telling me to turn around to go home. Now I'm going to take this road. I know I checked the map before. It will get me home. I just have to kind of ignore the GPS for a sec, because obviously this route's going to be slower and it's going to try to tell me to turn around a bunch of times. So I'm just going to ignore it and go this way. Just manually went over the map to check to see if I could go this way. And yeah, the truck just came out, so it's not going to be too bad. But you'd be surprised what people can get delivery trucks down. The kid's like 12. The kid is definitely old enough to be driving. Oh, I love it. I love how, like, right here, I'm like an hour out from the city, and it's so different. So different. But I guess that's how it is everywhere, right? Like, I just assume that cities are like this endless sprawling thing, but they have an end. They have a stop where their culture and lifestyle changes. Here in Puebla, it's 30, 40 minutes away. I do love that that kid was not anywhere near like 18, 16, 15. He's probably 13. I mean, he's doing alright. Nobody's getting hurt. Except for maybe him. He could die out here, but he was going slow. I think he was being cautious. Look out, little buddy. Don't want to run you over. Just trying to get around you. That hurt my testicles. I will not lie to you about that.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful.
I want me to turn left up here, so I'm going to do the opposite of what it says.
We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
have to stop up here in the shade to check my map. Puppy is so damn cute.
Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
About to freak out the GPS. Which is basically like my entire point on having this motorcycle. Just freaked out the GPS. All is well as long as the GPS doesn't know what the frick is going on.
In the great outdoors, forever free. You and me.
That was there, a man riding a donkey. Yep,
In the great outdoors, forever
that happens a lot. Donkeys can haul, man. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew that we were infamous for being able to haul stuff, but nah, they can really haul. I don't know why they say work horse when they should say work donkey, because friggin' them asses, man. Them asses can haul some ass. Get it? English. This road isn't that bad, actually. This is, oh shit. It's got some bumps. You know, it's got some character. This road's got character. But as far as Mexican dirt roads go, it's pretty mild. Hold on, guys. I'm pretty happy with this route so far. You got the mix between dirt and concrete. It's basically half and half. Maybe, probably more like 70-30, maybe 60-40. We'll find out how long it takes. If you're going by time, though, the dirt's always going to be longer. But do I like this road? Yeah, it's pretty mellow, pretty chill so far. More than capable of sitting down on it without raking my face. My balls face? I don't know why I said face. Yeah, it's pretty calm. I still got to record the most hardcore place I've ever been to. I recorded it, but I think I need to do a better job because I didn't have good audio. I didn't really know what I was doing. I feel like I could tackle it a little bit more than I did now. Oh my god, that is not good. I don't know what that white stuff in that water was, but let's just assume it's soap and get on with our life. Actually, it probably is soap. People, I mean, when I first lived out in the country, people wash their clothes in the river because why use the water in the house? I don't know. That was what they said. Again, very capable motorcycle. Very easy stuff though, but you know. Feels like honestly, it doesn't feel that much different to cruising on the highway when I'm hitting bumps and stuff. It's just soaks all that stuff right up. It's pretty cool. If I was a sweet motocross rider, I'd just stick my leg out and drift that whole thing, but don't have those skills. I can just barely throw rocks up in the air without falling over. That's not entirely true. Got a couple of dogs up here. Curious if there's a person to go with them. If so, I should probably be careful. Don't want to scare any sheep or livestock. Oh, they're so cute, man. They're so damn cute. Basically just riding through that valley that we rode through on the concrete, just in a very meandering sort of way. Looks like the GPS finally figured out what I was trying to do. reason I freaked out a little bit there in my brain. I was like, I'm gonna die, but no, I think it's just because the bike feels really loose in this gravel, and it makes me like kind of panic. It's not something a street rider gets used to, is that feeling of the bike like wobbling underneath you, and that happens if something really is wrong on the street. You know, on dirt, it's kind of just how it is. So I just got to get used to it. I mean, at 40 kilometers an hour, if I go down, I'm not going to get seriously injured. At least I don't think so. Knock on whatever luck charm you wish to choose from. Not really someone who's superstitious. Yeah, this is pretty mellow. Definitely like a route for farmers and stuff to go down with their trucks. Heck, I'd take a car down this thing. It's easy. Can't wait till summertime when it rains, and I'll have a whole new challenge ahead of me, mud and longer days. So yeah, I have like the mix between learning how to ride on mud, but actually having the ability to stay out longer. Although I really need to start practicing my night riding, which I don't want to do because it's freaking sketchy. Maybe I'll just not do very much practice on that and hope for the best. Just I don't like night riding when you're got like cows and stuff that jump out in front of you. I mean, cows don't really jump, but you know what I mean. The equivalent of a cow jumping would be just slowly walking out in front of you.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.